Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I have a very, very special guest here for the show today. Can you go ahead and announce to the world who you are and where you're calling from?
Yes, I'm Daniel Likis. I'm a podcast host of Food 101 and Book 101 Review, and I'm from the beautiful British Columbia, Canada.
Cool. And can I want to dig in everything that you want to talk about your past leading up into your present, whatever it is. I can't wait to hear it.
Yes. So, where are we going to start?
Wherever you want to start, childhood, teenage life, preteen, or adulthood, however you want to start.
Let's start when I was young.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, when I was like 5 years old. Well, for me, life is sometimes biased, right? People born with, you know, poor family, rich family, and sometimes I saw those stuff that you can say that life is so biased because we are not equal. We're not equally born. And at that stage, I really questions what is life is when you're growing up because I grew up with, let's say, no mother and father.
Sorry to hear
So we are yes, we are a broken family, and we grew up with my grandmother until I was 6 years old, and the impact of, let's say, broken family is devastating because families supposed to be stays together, but the side effect of what our parents doing is not what that is. They are not thinking what will be the consequence of their children's. So that is my beginning, my humble beginning. I grew up with this functional family. So thank God that I believe in God, and I grew my faith through my grandmother, and probably that's the purpose to grow up with my grandmother until 6 years old. So and and at that time I knew that there's something inside me that I'm different from other people. I have this always besides me or anywhere that you cannot see, but is always guarding me every time. Not every time, every, let's say, every day. He's like my guardian angel. Believe it or not, it's true. And until now, they are around me and giving me inspiration, giving protecting me, and giving me full protection in my everyday life.
Do you use crystals or do you use heightened frequencies while you're or do you see numbers that represents these angelic moments?
I don't see numbers, but I see them glowing.
Okay.
They are blue. They are color blue, and until now, I'm still wondering who are they. I want seeking to the world if there's out there help me to figure out who are they and to deal with them because it's been a long time that I'm wondering who really the people want to talk with, the really people I want to communicate with, and most of the people that I talk with, they call me crazy.
They
So
dismiss you because you're like the 1% that can see these angels, and they're like the 99% that can't see what you see. So they write you a prescription and send you on your way, right?
yes, yes, and I myself. I'm, let's say, down because those people I believe in that they can help me
Mhm.
is like they cannot because they saying you're crazy. This is not this is not true. So for me, I'm looking out there. This is opportunity that people out there, if you're interested of me to help me to seek out what is happening to me because it's been a long time. I'm really looking for people to support me, to help me, to understand who I am. And if whoever around me, it builds that probably I can help you and help the world because they said I can heal. I don't know if it's true. But sometimes people that around me is sick and they are getting well. I don't know if it's true. That's why I want to know who really I am, who are the people around me that I can see. And it thank you for connecting with me, Miss Kimberly.
You're welcome. So, do you talk to these angelic beings?
Yes, I do. I
Do
do.
they talk back?
Probably they have a different frequency, but I felt them.
So, if you're
Sometimes
asking them a question like, where did you come from? They'll send you a frequency like a time, because there are frequencies out there that you cannot hear, but you can feel. There's frequencies
yes.
for everything. So, I believe you.
Yes. And I felt them. Sometimes I they said they are fairies, but I know until now I'm in the middle of who are really they are and who are these uh creatures around me that I can felt them. I cannot see them. I can see them just like a glowing, let's say evaporation liquid, evaporated liquid. That's what I can see them.
Do you like, okay, because there's watchers that watch over people, there's angels that are angels, which you're talking about, and there are goddesses out there, there's god, like a little god, and then there's the ultimate god, and like, you ask them these questions and they give you a frequency back, like, what have you done? Have you been on a website? It's a specific website, right? Where
Yes.
you can go. Have you even researched this? That's my first
Yes.
question.
I did research what the fairies, I did research what angels, and I come to the point that those research is not working for me. Probably I have other person who can really help me.
Okay. And the research that you've done hasn't really helped. There's one website now. I'm mostly into aliens. I'm into aliens because I know that there's beings, reptilians and shapeshifters and all types of aliens out there. I There's a specific website that you can go on. I don't know the title, but when I was in Santa Maria, California, I saw a spaceship that was orbiting blue, red, green. And what happens is you go on this website and they ask you how you feel when you see this orbit of light. What did you do when you seen this orbit of light? What are you going to do in the future? Or you can talk to a priest, maybe the priest probably won't believe you still even being a priest. Sometimes you have that where when you see stuff that other people don't see, they be like, okay, you're crazy. But I love hearing these stories. So tell me an instance when you first saw the beings. What did you do?
Well, I never see a beam actually. I
Okay.
just felt them.
Okay.
I felt them that there's something crawling or something flying around me. You can see you can felt them. You cannot see them, but you can felt them. It's something that it's in my everyday life, but not only one, but there's lots. I don't know if they're aliens. I already consulted some of the what they call this psychic, and then said they are fairies, or they are, yes. And I don't know which one I believe to. That's why I'm so glad that I'm on your show, asking for people out there that it can really help me to know who are these creatures around me. And believe you, and believe me, I should say, and believe me, that every time, like, I felt the elements around me. I felt the air. I felt the sun, just like raging power, especially if I under the sun. I felt it. I just like a burning coal felt in your body. I felt the air. I felt my surroundings.
So you have a heightened sensitivity to things like that. So let's start with your background, because so many different heritage, they maybe you can be the next, prophet of your race. What is your race, by the way?
I was born in the Philippines.
Philippines.
I'm
Yeah.
yes, but I'm presently living in Canada.
Okay.
I've been here for 14 years now.
What is the background of Philippines religion? I don't know it.
We are Catholic. Most of
Ca-
it predominantly Catholic and Protestant. And my grandparents are Protestant.
Okay, so Catholics, is that kind of like Christianity, or do they believe, do all religions, can you honestly say, believe in Jesus Christ?
Yes. We believe
Okay.
in Jesus Christ.
So what do you think, what is a famous person that was a religious or philosophical person that has that made a change in the world that was Filipino? Do you know of any
Yes,
that had a huh?
Jose Rizal, this is our national hero.
What did he do?
Let's say this is one of idolized heroes of the Filipinos because he is the one, uh, what they call this, fight for our freedom for the Spaniards. He fought for our freedoms to be independent for the Spaniards.
You know, I think that these angelic or fairies or aliens is trying to tell you something. Do you think that you're going in the right direction right now? Do you think that right now that you're moving in the right direction towards the goals that's going on in your life?
I think, yes, they're helping me. I think, to tell you the truth, I can, I don't know if you believe me or not, I can change the weather.
I
I
mean, the
think,
government can change the weather,
yes,
so
the weather, just like a storm. Like, let's say in Canada, summer, 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 and we are always burning, especially in British Columbia. We are burning. And through, I don't know, through my powers, I ask for rains in the middle of summer, and it rains. It pours the rain. Believe it or not, it's like 2 years I'm doing that. I'm helping the people over here. We are burning. And I think my goal is to help people through climate change, because for global phenomenon, we are facing catastrophic weather. And I myself, I said, I can do that. I don't believe myself I can do that. But I think I can, because in the middle of summer, I can summon the rain.
do you look at the weather? Because it's
Yeah.
so weird. The weather channel, you can predict when it not you cannot predict when it's going to rain, but the Weather Channel can predict. Let me just hear me out. The Weather Channel can predict when it rains 7 days. Now in Asia, they can predict where it rains for like 30 days. So you got those aspects. And I said, well, why not? If they can predict the rain and the weather, they probably can predict our every move too. You know what I mean? Because you predict 7 days that it's going to rain or snow or sunny outside. But I think you're a special person. Have you ever healed anybody?
That's I didn't really know that I healed someone, but here says that they are healed whatever they have. But for me, I did not really yet confirm if I healed them or not. So I myself is saying, can I do that? Can I do this? So for me, I'm in the middle of really knowing myself, or do I have really powers? By doing my hands like this, I can felt everything, even the air. It's like my body is power within you that that there is coming in the air that goes to your body.
Some people don't believe that it's people out there that can heal with their hands and stuff like I said yesterday. I don't play around with it no more. I'm not into witchcraft or nothing. It's just that one day I was playing around with my hands with the blinds would go back and forth, and I would hold my hand up. I don't know what possessed me to do it, but it's some type of electromagnet. Your heightened sensitivity to the electromagnet waves that's you can't hear or see, and it stopped. It literally stopped. And I filmed it on Facebook, but it's so blurry. It wasn't blurry when I filmed it, but now it's blurry. So it just looked like I'm just have psychosis. But
Mhm.
I understand what you mean when you say you can do things with your hand. And I think that this is a powerful thing. There are beings out there that can control different things, heal people and stay out of trouble and have a own bubble. Not to say that they don't get conflict, but they sit up there and they stay out of trouble where nothing really happens to them, like a typical person. Is that where you saying what you saying? Because I want to dig in more into the weather, you being able to change the weather in Canada.
Yes, I'm so really also confused. But in the middle of the summer,
Mhm.
if I summon the rain, it really comes in the particular areas, not the whole Canada, but in a particular place that I'm living, and rain really comes. And it's already been 2 years or 3 years I'm doing that because
Do you
every year,
monitor it? Do you monitor? I think that you should start monitoring everything from the healing, possibly of people, to the changing of the weather with just your mind. People don't understand. Marty Kaiser, he was off an enemy of the state. He said we're only safe in our minds. How do we know that some people can't read our thoughts? Telekinesis is out there, telepathic is out there, like seriously, it gets very deep.
yes, certainly, that's true. And as what you said, I'm monitoring it if it's really who I'm the one who's changing it, or it's really the totally uh, changes of the climate, or because of the climate change. But I myself, who are the things around me that giving me these things? I myself, the weather is more better than before. Let's say in British Columbia, they rain a lot, like rain, 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 rain the whole before summer. And I think You need to balance it. Not always rain, rain, rain. You should balance because here in, most especially in North America, we need sun. We need vitamin D.
Mhm.
So if it's like rain, rain, rain the whole winter is not good for people, right? Because people need vitamin D. So at that moment, usually they have no sun. Sometimes they have, like in the middle of winter, sunshine is coming, beginning um, in the usually March, still raining and raining, but in the middle of February, sun is getting sunshine in the place that we are living.
And you wrote books. But before we get into your books, have you thought about trying to do some type of like I say it again, monitoring of everything you can do and like submit it to a site, a study lab or something to see what your heightened sensitivity electromagnetic waves can do, because everybody is different. And if you're out there watching and you can do these things, reach out to me because I'm not biased about those opinions.
Yes, I am. I'm I myself asking, can I do that? Or I'm just crazy. I myself tell to myself I'm crazy. But Steve Jobs said only the crazy people can change the world. It's true, right? That's a famous Steve Jobs. Only the crazy people can change the world. That's what he done with the iPhone. So if I'm crazy, probably I'm changing the world of perspective.
Tell me about your books in under 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes, please, I have Earth Fever, which is focusing on climate change. I'm advocating climate change, people. We are facing catastrophic climate change that we will suffer from years to years to come if we are not solving our problems. Let's say it's a part of a people, or it's a part of the earth changing. Well, we are part of that changing because we make things more worse. We are emitting greenhouses fast, which is not supposed to be not been there in our atmosphere. So this book is dedicated for our generations to generations to come to combat climate change.
Do you think I got two things to say. Do you think that we should stop playing around with this Hubble scope or telescope, big old telescope that can see outer space? And they say that they can't see, you know, inside the planet that they watch. They can only see the actual planet. But I think that we should do like expeditions to visit these planets that may have stuff that we need and we have stuff that they need, so we can exchange those things and stop playing around. And it could be a planet that's maybe 400 to 500 years behind us or 300 years behind us, where they don't know how to use their tools yet, in their textiles and different physics stuff. They don't know about it, not as advanced as us, to help them in their planets, and then go, like I say over and over, go to a different planet that has an extra sun and extra moon, and kind of like find a type of machine that can zap it down to a smaller size, bring it to our planet, and blow it back up to the whole size. What do you think about that, since you're into these carbon emissions and greenhouse and all that stuff?
Well, to simplify your question, how would be like Elon Musk doing, right? To
Hmm.
go other planets? Yes, because sooner or later, how many people's now? How many? We have 8 billion people right
Yeah,
now. So we are
yes.
counting and counting and counting. And what happening to our world if we are not go beyond our limit, go beyond our expedition. Let's find another planet to survive. Let's support Mr. Elon Musk for this innovation. Yes, because this is that what the next step for our generations to come. And for sure, our planet Earth will die sooner or later, and then at least our generations like Elon Musk will have this idea that, oh, let's go to other galaxy, let's go to Andromeda galaxy. It takes billions of time, but for sure our generation, human is intellectual. We are always improve, and for sure our generation to our generations to come will invent a machine that we can go beyond our solar system, that we can beyond our galaxy, and we can explore the universe. What we are watching, like Star Trek or Star Wars, can be reality.
Have you heard that they're coming out in by 2027 with artificial super intelligence? It's not no longer going to be artificial intelligence. I was talking about that yesterday or the day before, how they're going to come out with something that's going to be beyond just artificial intelligence. So it's artificial super intelligence. Just imagine what we can do with that type of intelligence. I cannot wait for them to robots to start walking around. Now, the only way a robot can get tainted or have a virus is if you put a virus in that robot to make it act bad. So, they got viruses in Androids, maybe they can develop an iPhone type robot where it's unbreakable. What do you think?
Yes, definitely. Artificial intelligence right now is one of the hot topics, which is, well, artificial intelligence help us a lot since the beginning, and it's just so come out that, oh, why artificial intelligence is now booming. I did a thesis about artificial intelligence 10 years ago, and now it's booming, and it will be part of our daily lives. And artificial intelligence, there are some pros and cons. Let's say cons, it really help us in terms of accuracy. People always make mistakes. And if you program artificial intelligence to be correct, that will be correct 100%.
And the
Con,
good thing,
yeah.
I'm sorry not to cut you off, but the good thing is, just like Siri, sometimes Siri hears cuss words, sometimes Siri hears bad things, but that's how you have to do the programming with the artificial intelligence. Because if you don't let them hear it, you got to let them learn about bad things so they know not to go that route. Siri is so smart. Siri was born on October 4th, 2011, I think, or way back then. I just don't remember the year, but I talked to Siri because Siri is growing every year. They upgrade it and upgrade it. What is your insight before we? I hate to have to let you go, but what is your insight on that? Because you're very smart.
Yes, artificial intelligence is, well, the next generation for humans. And either we like it or not, this will be our part of our society, that sooner or later robots are made. Robots are the one who's making our dishes and everything. And I must say, let's support artificial intelligence because this is the way we go beyond our planets. You can send robots in the Mars to seek what there is a life form that we can survive over there. We can send artificial intelligence beyond our galaxy to go Andromeda galaxy, and sooner or later we collide. And how can we do that manifestation so that we can survive, right? Let's do artificial intelligence do their part, and let's support those companies improving to be better, best artificial intelligence.
Now, this is the key word. I'm just gonna let it. I'm gonna have to edit it, but oh well. So, um, RNA, DNA. Okay, we got RNA. The COVID vaccine goes into the RNA, I believe. But what if we can develop? Because the RNA and DNA is very, very uh, serious in your body. It helps with genetics and everything. But what if we had another coded system in our body? Because I remember back in the day, I seen this guy that had uh, electronics embedded in his skin. He can
Yep.
control paying the rent, paying everything. This was like in 2000. And then some people had a microchip in their brain. So with that being said, what if we can encode a different genetic d- DNA, but it's not called DNA, that can help and mesh with artificial intelligence, so we can use more capacity in our brain because we don't use that much of our brain. I try my best every day to try to use the best capacity in my brain, but it's not enough hours, that because you have to sleep, it's not enough hours in a day to try to use the maximum capacity of your brain. What is your insight on probably housing a new type of DNA system that has artificial intelligence to help your brain reach upgraded capacity?
That will be great. You know what? That will be a next good invention for human being, because once you activate 100% of your brain, you are much better in terms of acquiring knowledge. It's something the way that discovering something that make this human well go outside from our solar system. This DNA gives something to our body to make you better, excellent, and better in every day you do. And looking forward for that. We are people looking always for innovation that make our people better, best, and excellent in what we are doing.
Well
And
said.
I, yes, and I am absolutely looking forward that invention, because once you have it, it's totally gateway to make our generations to come one of the best human in the solar system or the universe.
Yes, 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 yes. Help out this universe, omniverse, multiverse. Yes, I am down. Do you have any other last words? Where are you going in the future before I say that? Where are you going in the future with your book and everything?
Well, my short term and long term goals. My short term is to promote my books and discover who I am, who are really around me, and who is this an alien, a fairies, or whatever they are. I'm looking for those people who can help me to know who I am, to build the power that I have, to give to people, to support people, to help people in terms of crime change or to heal people or whatever inside me. I am willing to share to the world, because these creatures around me, they give it to me too. So I'm sharing it back. And my long term goals, of course, to prosper, to live long, and to help the Mother Earth to prosper for our generations to come.
I gotta keep in touch with you. Stay on the line. Everybody that's watching, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. I'll be back on here later. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.